the salamanders fly.
Birds in the storm fort and worked in the skies. Winged machines where the thunder cries. From the heart of Helix, righteous flame, came steel pterosaurs none could tame. Across the clouds they cast their wrath, dropping fire on the Empire's path. The Zoids terror fell from on high when the salamanders ruled the sky. Monster machines
of crystal while the red drop burned. In the skies the tide was turned.
Monster machines, wings of fire, burn the night. Maelstrom and missile flight. From the central skies to the dark sea shore, the salamanders brings the war. Strike from high, standing tall, answer the Helix freedom call. Even as their numbers fall, salamanders answer the call. Wings of fire burn the night, maelstrom and missile flight. From the central skies to the dark sea shore, the salamanders brings the war. Strike from high, standing tall, answer the Helix freedom call. Even as their numbers fall, salamanders answer the call.
Gyros rose with claws of flame, and Vader carved its name, but still they flew, though few survived. The salamanders kept their cause alive. No glory left, no flight parade, just smoke and sky, and steel to trade. With every bomb and every cry, they wrote their legend in the sky. Monster machines. A whisper now of thunder's voice, but in their fall we still rejoice. For every roar and burning trail they fought for side, they would not fail.
Monster machines, wings of fire, burn the night. Maelstrom and missile flight. From the central skies to the dark sea shore, the salamanders brings the war. Strike from high, standing tall, answer the Helix freedom call. Even as their numbers fall, salamanders answer the call. Wings of fire burn the night, maelstrom and missile flight. From the central skies to the dark sea shore, the salamanders brings the war. Strike from high, standing tall, answer the Helix freedom call. Even as their numbers fall, salamanders answer the call. Gyros rose with claws of flame, and Vader cards. Monster machines. A whisper now, once thunder's voice, but in their fall we still rejoice. For every roar and burning trail they fought for side, they would not fail. Monster machines. Monster machines. Their wings fade, but legends rise. Monster machines.
Begins once more, the pre-hysterical monster machines. The door is in the heart of the central continent, flames will still be charging me. Bloodstains, the Hellenic Republic holds the line, a shining cause by fate design. From the shadows of the dark continent, the gallows rise, malevolent intent with saber teeth and iron fists. Their black machines scream through the mist. Soldiers crawl and make one fight, but gallows roar and join the fight. From ancient rights, their war begins. Now only steel and fire win. Monster machines. Focus kill totality. Whether the brave will live and tyrants die. Sword to Zoids, guide the land. Republic steel makes it stand. Shielders clash, saber tigers scream. Salamander scorch the dream. Godzilla rises the smoke and flame. And iron comes off the shade. The slaughter machine. The brave will dodge in flames. What steel beast charge and leave bloodstains. The Hellenic Republic holds the line. A shining cause by fate design. The shadows of the dark continent. The gallows rise, malevolent intent with saber teeth and iron fists. Their black machines scream through the mist. Smokers crawl and make one fight, but gallows roar and join the fight. From ancient wrecks, their war begins. Now only steel and fire wins. Monster machine. Bolted claws, fist in the air. Gallows roar and join the fight. From ancient wrecks, their war begins. Now only steel and fire wins. Sky turns red, steel gods fall. The hill and heart outlast them all. flames and red horn wrecks rust in the rain. Shield figures walk the fields they won and see turn slowly toward the sun. This is our world, this is our fight. Zoids of healing, burn through the night from planet Z. We rise, we fall, but freedom stands above them all. Swarm like worms of war, but laser jaws even every score. Red horns stomp with ruthless pride, but Godzilla meets them eye to eye. Jungles thicket, burning skies, the shield leaders run where valor flies. Against the saber tidalize, their claws strike true, but never dies. Clone through the blade never dies. Monster machine, monster machines, and the nobles fall like worms of war. The freedom burns when the righteous spawn. Red horns stomp with ruthless pride, but Godzilla meets them eye to eye. Jungles thick and burning skies, the shield lookers run where battle flies. For coverage never done, Sunder's blows they fuel the dark. But freedom burns through the righteous spark. Hold their fires rise but never last. Hell extends, the die is cast. Monster machines.
Metallic giants rise from lying grounds. Blue guardians count the heart. Lights and fury in the sky.